So we're going to start painting these blue clothy parts now, and we're going back to our star blue, but I'm adding in a little touch of pistachio this time, which is going to make this a sort of greeny blue. So it's going to be slightly different this time, so I'm not sure how sort of greenish this is going to be, but we're going to try it and see what sort of colour we can. So this is still that same base blue colour that we've been using, but now we're pushing that into a sort of bluey green tone. But again, like I said, we're very much using the same base coat, so we're making it easy for ourselves here, and we're going to push the light to the top. We're going to leave some of that blue at the bottom. Always a good thing to remember is your light nearly always comes from the top, so your lightest areas are always going to be further up the model. But we can still add this green touch to the bottom, just on some edges to give it that hint of the colour. Sort of adds definition to parts without totally colouring it. Right, so for the first highlight here, we're going back, adding in more of the pale yellow this time. So we want to keep this in that sort of bluey green spectrum, but we're just trying to get the top edges of parts again now. And we're going to do a little bit of stippling and stuff to try and just sort of blend in and get some texture into some parts of this loincloth especially. Right, for the last highlight, we've just added even more pale yellow to this mix. And we just want to get the top areas. So for the next step, I've added a bit more pale yellow, but I've thinned this down a little bit more, and all I want to do now is I want to paint some very small, fine sort of lines and wear and tear. So the last step here is I've gone back to one of my intermediate mixes, and we've mixed up a glaze, which is this sort of consistency. It's very thin, and we're just going to glaze over the whole thing just as a little smoothing and unifying layer. Just trying to bring the shadows and the highlighted colours together a bit more. And it's just going to dull it down and smooth it down.